Hi there. Good morning. My name is Joshua Robin, and I'm from the Massachusetts Department of Transportation. And I want to thank you all for being here. And you've probably never heard of MassStop before, but if you've ever been to Boston, you've probably spent some amount of time waiting for the T to show up. And I'm going to talk today about what we're doing to unlock real-time information on when the T will show up. And so we start with a question, kind of like Tim. Why is it so easy to find real-time weather reports? Think of all the places you find the weather. You get it on TV, on the radio, you get it in front of Walgreens, you get it on your iPhone, you get that weather bug on your computer, and that's really because National Weather Service information is open. The National Weather Service essentially has reading stations everywhere, and they open up that information to anyone that wants to use it. And as a result, consumers have a whole lot of choices. So as I said, and as Tim said, you can get that information almost anywhere, and it's almost always free. You very rarely have to pay anything for real-time weather information. But the same is not true for transportation information. And so you're stuck with this question: why is it so hard to find out when the next bus will arrive? And for literally as long as there have been buses, people have been leaning over, looking for the lights of the bus, saying, where the bleep is the bus? And so we started thinking about this a little bit, and we realized that transit information, MBTA information, was closed and has always been closed. And so riders and people taking the system essentially have only had one source for information, and that's the MBTA. They had to come to us. They had to look at our sign or go to our website to get information. And we said, why don't we try to be more like the National Weather Service? And so in September of 2009, we decided to make basic MBTA trip planning information open. We opened it up, and literally within a couple months, within 2 months, there were 6 innovative applications built with the data. And we were blown away by this. And these are trip planning applications. We have iPhone, text message. We had a desktop widget, websites. And these are all probably as good or better than anything we would have built on our own, and it happened in no time. And so my friends would say, that's great that you have trip planning applications, but I don't care about the schedule. I want to know when the bus is actually going to show up. I'm still here at the bus stop, and I'm still suffering. And so transit agencies have a very traditional way of opening up that information. Everyone comes here to Washington, D.C., and they see the countdown signs on the metro, and they say, we need to do that. So that's the first thing we do. And step 2 is we build a phone system or a website or our own application to get information to people before they get to the bus or train stop. And lastly, we share the information. The irony of that is that signs and building our own system is the hardest thing. And we said, what if we reversed the order? What if we did 3 first? Would that get information to our riders sooner and make it cheaper and easier to do? And we also said, if we were to do that, if we were to be like the National Weather Service of transportation information, could we make MBTA bus location information as easy to find as a weather report? And so we decided we'd start with a trial, and we decided we'd try to find out. And so this past November, we held a developers conference, and we announced a real-time data feed for 5 of the most popular MBTA bus routes. And right before lunch, we announced that we were opening the feed. We gave all the geeks that showed up the address. And by the time we came back from lunch, within 1 hour, someone already had the buses up on Google Earth. It's a little quicker than standard procurement. Within 2 days, by the time we got back from the weekend, there was a simple Google Maps application. So you could see the buses there on a website, 50 lines of code. Within a week, there was a desktop widget. Within 2 weeks, there was another website showing the information a little bit differently. Within 4 weeks, someone built for about $300 one of those countdown signs we've worshipped and dreamed of our whole lives, less than the thousands we would spend. Within 5 weeks, there was a really slick iPhone application. Within 7 weeks, there was a IVR phone system, a local 617 phone number that anyone could call, built for less than $100 by a developer. Within 8 weeks, there was a SMS text message service. And that same week, 2 more iPhone applications came out. And so we've said, with those results for just 5 bus lines in 2 months, and all those applications are all at no cost to the MBTA and to our agency, what's possible if we open up the rest of the system? And so in a few weeks, we're going to begin opening up information about the rest of our bus routes. But for everyone here, I want you to imagine the innovative solutions that developers and other smart citizens can create if we all focus on 3-2-1, if we focus on unlocking data before we build our own installations, our own infrastructure, our own websites, our own applications. And I'll leave with this example. This is a real thing in San Francisco. Someone built a watch. It's a $130 Bluetooth watch, and it shows real-time bus arrival information. And when you look at this, it starts making a countdown sign in our own clunky website look pretty antiquated. And I think it really speaks to the possibilities of opening up information, getting data out there, and unlocking the innovative ideas of citizens. So thank you, and focus on 3, 2, 1.